If you don't have a resume or you want to create one from scratch, ChatGPT has got you covered. And you can create a CV in only a few minutes. We're going to show you how exactly you can do that now. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is you need to tell ChatGPT your story and your objective, what you're looking for. What do we mean by our story? So by the story, you mean like everything that you've done, from education, courses, to job experience, to any volunteering experience that you've done, and all the skills that you've gathered along the years. You don't really have to worry about the information being relevant to the CV right now, because the ChatGPT will take care of this. So for example, what I did is that I told him where I graduated from university, in what year, then I briefly described my career. Maybe I didn't include all the information that I should have, but we can work on that later on. We need something to start with, and then we can build from there. So what I did is that I took this copy and I went to ChatGPT. Tell ChatGPT, write me a resume based on the below information, and just press enter. So now ChatGPT generated for me this resume, fairly good, and it left me the placeholders to fill in the information I didn't feed to him, like my name, the content information, and my LinkedIn profile. So what we'll do now is that we'll start working with ChatGPT into modifying and improving our CV. Another prompt that I can write, I'll tell him to highlight my experience in community management and content creation. So if we compare the first CV that I created with the new one, after I told him to highlight my experience in community management and content creation, you'll find that there's a huge improvement, and it did actually accomplish the goal. And even in the skills section, it tweaked the CV to make it more attractive for community management and content creation roles. So now we're ready to move to the final step, which is to actually build the CV. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to copy this CV that ChatGPT created here, and I'm going to open a new Word file. You can use any word processor like Google Documents. And now we're ready for the easy step, which is to format it and make it look nice. What we can do also is that we can open a CV template and start filling it just by copying and pasting the things that ChatGPT created. So you can open new and choose from template gallery and pick a CV resume that you like. So I think this looks nice. So when you're pasting the text, you should press Ctrl+Shift+V to paste it without changing the formatting, to keep the formatting of the document as it is. So I'm going to take my objective. Okay, so now I realized that the summary is actually too long, so I'm going to ask ChatGPT to summarize the summary for me. I asked it to summarize the objective section, and now we'll see. Asked it to summarize it more because it was still a bit too long. So now I'll just ask it to make it a couple of sentences shorter. Alright, I think this is good. Experienced professional with a diverse background, with and successful transition into the tech industry, seeking a challenging role in community management, content creation, and digital marketing. Oh, I really like it. I actually really like it. So now we'll go ahead and paste it here, and voila, our CV is back in the game. Now we'll copy and paste everything. So now it's starting to look nice, but I think it should be summarized. I want it to be a one-page CV. So I'm going to get back to ChatGPT again for help and ask it to summarize. Actually, I don't need to copy. I'll just tell him. I told it to summarize my Udacity experience in the CV to make it a one-page CV. So now it's starting to look like actually a CV. I think we're almost done and we'll be ready to apply to our job applications. And of course, we'll fill in any blanks. Now I'll add my skills, and then if there are any hours that you've received, you can put them here. We'll add the languages that we know, and of course our information. Well, it might not be the best CV in the world, but we've got a CV and we're ready to apply. So if you're starting to create a CV from scratch, I think ChatGPT can help you a lot, at least to get something going, and then you can work on it and improve it as you go. And later we'll learn how to use ChatGPT to improve our CV and tailor it to the jobs that we're applying for. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more tutorials if you haven't done so already.